What do you think about getting more pitching? Instead, okay, you got a choice. You can have Carlos or you can have pitching. Which one you want? You can't give Carlos a 10-year, $34 million a year deal and think with Yordan and Tucker and all the young pitchers coming up. I mean, you're just thinking of this year, and that's just not the case in baseball. It's not just this 1 year. There is money coming off the books, but this is a long-term, big-time commitment because he's going to the open market, and somebody's offering him stupid money. And to compete with that, you're going to have to pay him stupid money. And so it's not just this year. This is probably an either-or. And even with McCullers healthy, is that enough? When you're looking at the Dodgers rotation, when you're looking at Tampa, when you're looking at even Boston, I don't know that just McCullers is enough. You need a guy that is going to step up and just mow people down, and you don't have that. You just don't have it. And it's not a great free agent pitcher market. There's a guy or two, or maybe you even need a couple of guys that you're going to give good money to that could bolster this rotation because you don't have it right now.
Stromy says he might retire after this season.
Oh,
he was always your Band-Aid where you could bring in a middle-of-the-pack starter, let Brent Strom and the analytics team look at him, fix him, turn him into a workhorse. If he's gone, you can't just go grab something off the scrap heap and go, okay, this will work. You're going to have to go out and get somebody who's already proven that they can do it and actually pay them. This isn't going to be we'll just take any guy. We can, fix his mechanics and we'll get him in there. Not if Brent Strom isn't there. I don't know if I have faith in that team to do that.
Yep. No, well, at some point, Stromy's not going to be there. So you gotta prepare for that.
Yeah.
And that's just the reality of it. I mean, dude is older and he's going to retire, and you just got to live with that. But get good pitchers anyway. Get somebody in here that's Stromy. You know what? Stromy can work with them in the offseason, pay him some, work with guys, and then, I don't know. I wonder how much some of these decisions that Dusty makes is Stromy, how much Stromy is actually input he's giving him in game, as opposed to just, coaching him up between games or during games and going out there and working with him or whatever. But I don't know how much Dusty listens to him because some of the decisions he makes, we've all been shaking our head. What the hell are you doing?
My question, I agree with you guys. You got to address the pitching in the offseason. But my question is Verlander really gone, do you think? And, I mean, what if he comes back and he's got a couple more years and he's got enough gas in his tank to pitch 2 or 3 more years? You let him go, and he goes somewhere and he's a 17, 18-game winner. How do we know Verlander's maybe not that? Doesn't help us out next year if you can figure out a way to keep him. I'll hang up and listen.
Yeah, him not being there at all for these guys the last 2 years. I know in 20 he couldn't because of COVID and all that stuff. But this year he could have shown up. And Ben Verlander, don't tell me he couldn't. Guys, McCullers is around. He's not on the roster, and he's around. He could have been there for the guys. He absolutely could have been there and hung out and helped. Helped with young pitchers, just done anything, and just showing any kind of support. His brother already said he's not coming back here. He was a rental. That's all he was, and get used to it, Houston. He's out. Somebody's going to pay him the big money. Jim Crane's paid him $66 million for the last 2 years for 6 innings of work. $66 million for 6 innings. What is that? How does that figure? So I don't know. I'm not counting on Verlander, whether or not he could or can't, or what. I don't know. I don't know that you give that huge money to him. I think he's going to get paid. They made him a qualifying offer, which is 19, I believe. I forget what it was. I think it's 19 million. Yeah. Is his qualifying offer. He probably gets more than that on the open market. And even if he doesn't, he might take, he wants multi-years more than likely. I don't know that you offer him that. So I'm not counting on Verlander. He might win 18 games for somebody. I just don't think it's going to be the Astros. I think we underestimate. Well, we love the hitting that these guys have done during this run, but they've had some great pitching. You're talking about Cole and Morton and Verlander, and Keuchel at the beginning of this thing when it started, and he was good, still good in 17 when they won it, and what you got out of Charlie Morton and what you got out of McCullers, and I think we're underestimating that. I know, obviously hitting is so huge, but and Carlos is such a big part of it, but you got you gotta get that pitching back, man. You don't have it. You don't have it right now, and it's showing and it's hurting.